here in Luxembourg. At least I finally made it.
Yeah, you finally made it.
Yeah, it was a crazy crazy travel day for Scotty.
And so what happened? Tell us about your travel. Come on, tell us.
Well, my first flight was delayed leaving the U.S., and normally you're going to get enough time factored in to make your connection, but it didn't because we delayed pushing from the gate, and then we sat on the tarmac for a while, and then by the time we landed in London, I already missed a connection. So it was at a 7-hour stay in London yesterday, and then I'm sitting at the gate waiting. Got a 6 o'clock flight, and all of a sudden I get a tap on the shoulder. It's Ali Meggett. He's on the same flight as me. So we're sitting there talking for a half hour waiting for the gate to open, and it doesn't open. And then he sees it on the result board there that canceled. I'm like, oh.
And if you'd have known that, you could have had a day in London.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But you just sat there
Right.
for 7 hours.
Oh, yeah, it was. I tried to be productive and do work, but I'm so tired at that point. I'm sitting in the lounge just falling asleep at my laptop and trying to get things done. So it was unfortunate, and but that's travel. I mean, as much as I travel, I don't have crazy days like that often. So it's part of, you got to take the good with the bad.
Absolutely. So what's next for you after ETS?
After ETS, I go to Singapore. Singapore, yeah. So get to go to that. We have the Infinity race there. Formula One weekend, so it's always cool there. So that's, yeah, exactly. That's I get to go there, so we do that. Then I go to Australia for the Australian Nationals. We got a race in Korea the week after that. Then I start getting into the indoor stuff in America that I have going on. So I have a busy September, October, November, December, January, February, March.
So the ETS break doesn't mean a break for you, then?
Oh no, I get busier. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's I got a lot of indoor races to do.
It must be nice to have ETS where it's like the one event that's always. I mean, you have a few series, I guess, but it's like you can go to a one-off event and everything's new and there's different challenges. Whereas with ETS, you know what you're going to get most of the time.
Right.
You've got the same team around you. You've got the same system. You've got the same rules. That must be nice to go. It's kind of like a homecoming. Oh, it's ETS. I'm going to my home race.
In a lot of ways, it is. Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it.
Or is it more
season 17, right?
Or is it more pressure because obviously you're running the event as well? So is it more pressure, or is it more relaxing?
Boy, that's a tough one. I mean, it's not more. I guess it's more relaxing because I don't have to worry about laying the carpet down or
people.
You're right. I mean that we come to these, especially outdoor races. You know, we have wonderful venues, great clubs that help us, so that takes it easy. Patrick and his guys got the media stuff. You guys got TV, so I don't have to worry about that. Hartmut does scoring. Uwe and the ladies got the tires and organized. So, I mean, yes, in some ways it's definitely less stress. And it's, the friends we've made now in 17 years of doing this. It's wonderful. There's guys that, when I rolled up, guys I haven't seen in ages. I mean, Dai Sakaguchi's here. I haven't seen Dai in, I don't know how long, 4 or 5 years. And, Alexander Stocker, I saw him. I haven't seen Stocker in a half a dozen years. So, there's a lot of guys that were a part of the ETS family for, a decade that, life comes and they changes, whatever, go to school or get married or whatever. And, they still come back because they all share the passion that we have for racing. And it's what makes the ETS so unique and so special.
Awesome stuff.
And you're going to be crazy travel. You leave here, you told me, going to London just to pick up the car to drive to Stansted Airport, right? Is it? To jump on a plane and go to Alicante for the World Championships.
Exactly, yeah. We've got half the team right now in Anaheim, in LA.
In L.A.?
Yeah, for the Hydrogen GP.
Oh, that's right, Hydrogen.
So they're doing the Hydrogen GP. Patrick's a huge fan of the Hydrogen GP. I think it's a bit too fast for Patrick.
Yeah. It's super interesting. I saw some video clips, but I thought it was on slow motion because the cars are not so fast. But it's a different.
But they go for 6 hours.
And a different challenge. Once Matt explained to me how that works, I found it really interesting because it's completely different from what we are doing here, but it's still the same. It's still RC. It's still kind of a race, a challenge, and something maybe for the future.
Absolutely. I think it's cool for all the STEM programs and stuff that they have around the world for kids and stuff like that doing it. So, it's kind of slow and kind of like watching paint dry sometimes. But if you look at
That's where the announcer comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you look at it from the skills that it gives the kids and the people that do it, I mean, it's, definitely a positive from RC. Absolutely.
Yeah.